All right then, so look what we've got. We have the bottle of Rotifers. So really pleased with this. So big shout out to MC Marine, that's MC.Marine, and you'll find him on eBay, obviously UK eBay. But he's got that posted out to us, so that's brilliant. So what we're going to do now is we're going to actually go out to the garage and we'll get this started. Now I have already, in preparation for this, had some salt water out here. I've already put it into the little bottle that I wanted to do, so let me just get all this set up in here. Okay, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to leave this out here in the garage just for a few hours, and what that will do is it will acclimate it to the temperature really of the garage. I've also already got a bottle of salt water that's come from my tank. So again, leaving that all out here so it's all at the same temperature. And what we're going to do is we are going to put this water and this obviously into this 2 litre container, so that will fill it to about 1 litre. Now I emailed MC.Marines where I bought Rotifers from, and he has said that the salinity he's been working with is about 1.024 to 1.025. So mine is around about 1.025. So I'm going to go with that as being about right. So we'll mix the two together, but they will multiply faster at around about 1.019 to 20. So I think over the next sort of day or two, I will just put a little bit of RO water into this and keep checking it, and just slowly bring that salinity down from the 2.5 down to about 19 or 20, and then that way then that will be perfect. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to leave these in here. There's probably not a great deal of food left in this, as you can probably see, so the sooner we can get back out and get this into here the better, because then I'll be able to give it the first dose of the phytoplankton that I have. I'll see you in about a couple of hours. See you in a bit. Alrighty then, so we're back 2 hours odd later. Both of these now should be, they feel about the same temperature. So let's take this bottle, our 2 litre one, and what am I going to do first? Let's put some of this water, so this is my tank water as it currently stands. So I'm just going to put some of that into here. Not all of it, I'll explain why in a moment. So just put that much in, and then give this a gentle sort of shake. Don't want to knock them out. And then we can get this opened up and pour this now into here. Hopefully you can see this. So this is all going in now. And the reason why I've saved some of my tank water is because I'm then going to put that tank water into this bottle with the Rotifers in, and just sort of give it a bit of a shake, gentle shake around, and if there has been any sort of stuck or caught on the sides, then they will get kind of collected up, and then the rest will go in with all the other ones. So I'll just put some more of my tank water into here, give this a little bit of a shake round, as I say, just gentle. Now obviously these have been in the post like all day. Obviously they were posted yesterday, first class. They've arrived this morning, and then I've managed to get home this afternoon to then be able to do this. So hopefully there is some still alive, but I guess we'll find out. So that's done, all in there. So bubbler next. So turn that on, so it's just a bit of a gentle bubble, nothing too crazy. And now I'm going to get some phytoplankton, tip that in as well. So we've got that in the mini fridge over here. Let's just stir it up a bit. And then, now it's just a matter of, I might actually put some in the cap and then find something better to use going forward. Maybe a 5 or a 10 ml like little syringe. Let's see if I can get this in here without spilling this all over the place. Is turn it sort of a nice dark green. That did a bit, but not too much. I think I'm going to go straight from the bottle now. He who dares wins, eh? So tip this in, little by little, wait for it for a little bit, let the air bubbles kind of move it all around. You can see the colour changing, with any luck anyway. That's one of the reasons why I've put a load of white sort of card and stuff all around here. That will hopefully now keep them going. Put that back in the fridge in a minute. And come out tomorrow morning, and that will probably be pretty clear by then. And then I'll be able to put some more of that phytoplankton in. So I'm going to do that basically twice a day. First thing in the morning, come out, put some phytoplankton in, leave them in here all day long. There's a window in that door there, so they will get a little bit of light, and come back in sort of late afternoon, early evening when I get back home from work, and put some more in, just to sort of darken the colour back down again. I don't want to put too much in all at the same time at the moment. I'd rather do sort of, you know, little and often, if anything. It's the first time I've done this, so we're kind of all learning at the same time, I guess. You know, if you've done this process, if you see anything that I'm not doing right, then please put a comment, you know, down below in the comment section. Let me know what your ways of doing it are. You know, is this a good way? Is this a bad way? You know, I certainly don't want to put them straight into this big tank. Thinking about it and speaking to MC.Marines, where I've got the Rotifers from, he suggested actually doing it in this way. First of all, 1 litre, then make it up to 2 litres once the dense population is there, then into a 5 litre, which I've now got over the back here, and then finally then I'll be able to move them into this big tank. But for the next 5 days I'm not doing anything with them. I'm just literally going to be feeding and putting in a little bit of RO water, just to try and bring that salinity down to that 0.19 or 0.20. Time to go in now. I'll turn the light off in here, basically putting these guys to bed, and hopefully they will like that food that's in there, and that will be relatively clear tomorrow morning, so I'll be able to do it again. So I'll see you in the morning. Bye night. Better put this phytoplankton back in the fridge before I forget. Morning guys. Well, I just thought we'd go out and have a quick check on the Rotifers. It's about 9:15, so we due another feed now, and oh yeah, have a look at this. Something that the wife bought me, which was very nice, bit of fun. Okay, so I actually got one of these little airline adjuster valves. Actually forgot to put this on the other day, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that. So I'm going to pop it probably around about here, so it's nice and easy to access. We'll get that done, and we'll maybe try and fine tune these bubbles down maybe just a little bit, so they're not quite as much. So let me do that, and then I'll come straight back. Okay, so that's all done, and what we're going to do now is just going to adjust this just so as it reduces that amount of bubbles going in. There we go. I think that will do it. Hopefully you might be able to just sort of pick up on the camera there the bubbles coming up. So let me get the feed, and we'll put a little bit more of this in. Still yet to bring a syringe thing out with me, but we'll just do it with the pouring in bit. That's another reason why I've got it in this tank, you know, just in case of any spills. And we just want to turn this back to sort of like that darkish kind of green again. And then that's it, that's another feed done, and I'll keep doing this. And then what I'll do is I'll pick up the camera in probably about 4 days time, and that's when I will do the first sort of cultivation, probably take out, you know, maybe, I don't know, half a litre, siphon it through the 50 micron sieve. Some people might want to start up a second cultivation. So once they do the first cultivation from their first setup, you know, you can do a second one, which is like a backup then. So if anything goes wrong with your first cultivation, then at least you've got a backup. But yeah, I think I'll just probably put them in the tank and hope for the best, really. But that's it. That's the morning feed done. Right then guys, well, we're back. It's actually been 10 days. I decided to leave it for the extra 5 just based on the fact that there wasn't loads of like little micro bubbles building up on the surface. The water hasn't been smelling or anything, so I've left it for 10 days. Still been doing the feeding, so I've got the little 2 ml syringe there to actually do the feed, and not actually doing it so it's so dark, so a little bit lighter. So I think maybe in the beginning potentially overfed, but that said, obviously you can see that it's a bit clearer now. So before I go ahead and do this feed, I'm actually going to go through the cultivation process now of getting it through the 50 micron sieve here and refreshing the salt water. You can hopefully also see that I have reduced down even further the bubbles. So if I hold that to the front, hopefully you'll be able to see that. You're looking at around about sort of 2 bubbles per second, roughly. So first thing we need to do is turn the bubbler off, let everything settle. I believe then the idea is that anything that's dead will just go to the base of the bottle, and then anything that's still alive will still be free swimming. So obviously after about half an hour, I'm going to come back out. I'm actually going to tip them through this sieve into this bottle, and whatever is then in here, do about half of this bottle, whatever's in here is going to go in the tank, and then the rest will get put back into a clean bottle, and more salt water will be added to it, and that will already be diluted down to that 1.019, as I have had some RO water here, so I have been doing that to get that down to the right salinity, and got my refractometer there as well to keep checking it. So let's go ahead, turn the bubbler off, give it half an hour, and then I'll come back and we'll get it going through the sieve. Okay, so that's the half hour up. So what we're going to do is I'm going to remove the bubbler, and I've got a sort of a cut 2 litre container here, just so as I can fit this into, really, so as I can pour then this water through. And we're just going to pour this through here. So I'll just keep doing this until this is about half empty. Right then, that's done. So that's now the old water that's just going to get tipped away. No Rotifers in there at all. I have put that up to the LED light. Nothing in there whatsoever. So that's good. So that can get poured away into the bucket because we don't want that water anymore. In here, I don't know if you can. Oh yeah. So you can see in there all the Rotifers. Don't want to tip it up too much because they might tip out. But all the Rotifers are in there, caught on that 50 micron sieve mesh, so that's going to go into the tank, and then there are some more obviously left in here, and then I'm going to very carefully pour this because there is some debris at the bottom. I'm going to pour this into the next one now, and then top it up with the water that I have in a jug somewhere behind me that has already been mixed to 1.020 on the salinity. So let me get this in here, and then I'll add the new fresh salt water. Okay, so that's in there now. You can probably see it's quite dirty at the bottom. Well, unfortunately we lost a little bit of footage there, but basically I've put the pre-mixed 1.020 salt water all at the same temperature. That's been added into the bit that was left in there. So this is now our new Rotifer Cultivation. So all that needs to be done now is put the tube in. We can also give it a little bit of feed, which I've got out here. I'm just going to put 1 ml in, drop that down into there. Turn the bubbler on, like so, and pop it back into the tank in here. And that is now our new Rotifer Cultivation setup. So I'm going to go in now and give these to the fish and see how they like them. Well, there we go then, guys. I hope you've enjoyed that video today. As I said before, please put some comments in the comment section below if you are doing it the same way as what I've just sort of demonstrated, or if you're doing it in a different way. If you have any advice for myself as well as anybody else that's also watching, the video and then reading the comments, that would be great. And please also remember to support the channel by pressing that subscribe button and also pressing the bell button. That way you'll be notified every time that I upload a video. But pretty much from me, that's it for today. So thank you very much for watching the video, and I will see you on the next one. Thanks very much. Bye for now.
Easy come, easy go.